If you think the AI war is about who has the smartest chatbot, you're missing the bigger picture. It's actually about who's going to go broke first. Today, we are looking at massive shift in 2025 and moving on to 2026 that reveals why the boring AI company might end up owning the future and what that means for your wallet. We're witnessing a divergence between the two AI superpowers, or all the AI superpowers. OpenAI is chasing the massive consumer growth, but burning cash at a rate that could lead to a $74 billion loss by 2028. Meanwhile, Anthropic is quietly cornering the enterprise market and is on track to break even in 2028. So where OpenAI is on track to have a $74 billion loss in the year of 2028, that's the same year Anthropic is projecting to break even. So this headline news because it signals the end of experimental phase of AI and start of the sustainable phase where reliability and business models matter more than hype. I'm always saying nobody's making money in AI except for hardware companies. This is an example. Now, you were just talking about Sam Altman declaring code red the last couple of days. What's going on there?
Yeah, so apparently he's declared a code red effort in order to improve the quality of ChatGPT. So apparently other products are going to be delayed as a result, and which makes sense because OpenAI is facing immense pressure from competitors who have narrowed the gap in the AI race. Me personally, I've always thought that Claude has much better quality output and it's much better to work with than OpenAI, but Google Gemini last month, they've surpassed OpenAI's models in an industry benchmark test. And also OpenAI is facing pressure from Anthropic, which is becoming popular among business customers, which flows kind of nice into this because the difference between Anthropic and OpenAI and the reason why Anthropic is so much closer is because Anthropic focuses on selling AI tools to businesses. So think corporate customers paying premium prices. While OpenAI is betting on, they're betting big on consumer products and massive infrastructure investments, hoping to dominate the entire AI landscape. What do you think about all this?
I think it's interesting to watch how they carve out the market. I think it's interesting to watch where they each excel and get better at. And I think, when it was 6 months ago, a year ago, when Google came out with Gemini and we're having all those problems and they were, really bad, people just dismissed them immediately. And maybe we did too. I don't remember if we did or not. We did dismiss that version of it, that's for sure. But you cannot underestimate, the power of Google's data.
Mm-hmm. They
have all pretty much crawl every website in the world every friggin' day or close enough to it. It has all the data, what you do, what you send, all your email, just everything, all the social media. So to think that it count it out when they've got all the money and all the data, they just have to work at it long enough. I think was a mistake. And I think it was arrogant for a lot of these other companies like OpenAI. They've been through a lot of stuff that has not had them focusing on the product.
Yeah.
And, for example, I've seen some roadmaps where they're putting in ads in it, and they had the board controversy where they fired Sam Altman last year or at the beginning of this year. And then they brought him back, and then immediately within a month, half the board or most of the board were gone, the ones that voted against them. And so anyway, weird stuff is going on. And it's interesting to see where they're going here. And they're burning money like crazy. They need more money all the time. I think OpenAI might be too big to fail at this time from their relationships with governments and other things, but that is only a matter of time before that changes. But it's interesting to see their different models, what they're going after, what their spend rate, and what happens when you take your eye off the ball.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things here. My question to you is, so a lot of their investments right now is going into infrastructure. So do you think that their investment in infrastructure, even though they're going to take longer to be profitable, they will in the long run be worth more, not worth more, but be more profitable because of that investment in infrastructure?
It depends.
Yeah.
I mean, the infrastructure is definitely one thing, but it's product, right? And I've mentioned this before, and it's a meme now, and it's in the culture, the enshittification of products. They get good, they get users, and then slowly over time, like Google, like you search on Google, it's just not at all what it used to be. It's because they started focus on money. So as OpenAI shifts and start focus on money, they changed, and I think that's what happened. They were as a nonprofit, they were focused on the product, and now they're focused on profitability. And those aren't the same things, and one doesn't eliminate the other. But when you have this cash burn that is crazy, and they always have to raise billions and billions and billions of dollars, we'll have to see. OpenAI commands a staggering $300 billion valuation following its SoftBank funding round. This makes it one of the most valuable private companies globally. Anthropic's valuation stands at $61.5 billion in March. However, new funding rounds are approaching $170 billion, suggesting investors see tremendous gains, right? And
also, we can cover this next time, but Anthropic is reportedly preparing for one of the largest IPOs ever. That just came up on my thing, so we can talk about that next time.
So there's going to be reliability versus features, privacy trade-offs, rise of agents. One of the main things I see why I run Flowgrammer events. We get AI builders in Toronto. We talk to them every month. It's great. The number one complaint, OpenAI is slow. It's way slower than every other model out there, and people are leaving it for that alone. So they need to,
I'll say this. Sonnet 4.5 is actually pretty slow. I know I always praise Anthropic, but I have to say Sonnet 4.5 is pretty slow. It gives OpenAI vibes, but the output is phenomenal.
And that's in OpenAI's defense. The one thing I do really love is structured output, and not many of the other AI models support structured output. And most people don't give a crap, but if you're running APIs and you do a call and you want a specific structured JSON output out, OpenAI is the friggin' king of that. Okay, because some of them are starting to support it now. I think Gemini started supporting it recently. I'm not sure if Claude and Sonnet support it yet.
Oh yeah, Claude has been doing it. Yeah, I do it all the time with Claude. Yeah,
because when I get it back, I don't get a structured output back from Claude. So I think we may not be talking about the same thing, but I could be wrong.
Like a structured JSON prompt output.
All the fields in the exact way, in the exact format that I asked for, go. Not text in the middle of JSON, improperly formatted JSON, not everything, very specific output. That's what I mean. So the thing with OpenAI you don't understand is everything comes out proper with their structured output. So you can just grab the field and use it immediately, not run it through a code node or strip out all the other stuff or what have you. And that's a game changer when you're doing AI and automation, that structured output. Now the other ones are getting better, but if they don't support structured output, it's not something I usually use too much in my AI workflows, but I'll use it for other things.
Yeah.
So OpenAI is building the ultimate consumer toy, but Anthropic is building the ultimate business machine. And in a recession, the machine that saves the company money usually wins. So in the future, is this the future or just a cash burning bubble? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll keep watching where the money's going. What do you got going on, John? This is the stuff that's going out in the next week or so.
Yeah, so we've got some events at the Toronto Business Development Center. I'm doing some lunch and learns in person there. It's a great organization, great incubator. And then February, what date is the Startup Drinks, Craig?
I closed that, so I'm not sure. February 19th, I believe.
February 19th, but have a look at startupdrinks.com. startupdrinksto.com for that event and other events. If you need some help with government funding, Shred, or any other grants, reach out to me on LinkedIn. But if you're interested in AI automation workflows or you need help with your business, what can they do, Craig?
Well, we've got lots of stuff going on over at flowgrammar.ca where we help businesses implement AI and business automation so they can scale faster and more reliable, get more leads, grow faster. We also have a growing community over at flowgrammars.ca where we do Flow Grammar Cafe, we do live build events, we do demo events, we get the community together online and in person several times a month to show and demo and support anybody who's trying to do this, learn automation, end-to-end AI agent building. So check all that out. We have a series of events called Flow Grammar Cafe. The next one's February 6th, March 6th, and April 2nd. We do those right now in partnership with Workhouse, and those are full day drop-in headphones, laptop, and work. And we'll have some experts on site that can help you troubleshoot. And we all kind of do a little walkthrough in the afternoon about what you're working on and, show us what you're working on and stuff. And it's really cool. So check all that out over at flowgrammar.ca and flowgrammars.ca, and coming soon. And you can sign up for this now, flowgramming.space. An AI agent and workflow marketplace where people can buy and sell agents or workflows. So if you're building agents and don't know what to do with them, where to sell them, go over there and check that out. Again, flowgramming.space. Or if you're building workflows, or if you want agents or workflows built, you can go over there and buy them. We have some interesting guarantees, and it's coming soon, so you can get your name on the waiting list right now. That's all we got going on, John. For everything else, go to torontostarts.com. I don't even think I mentioned it that whole time. Thanks everyone for watching. All the information about CES, and these interesting things. Any last words, John?
No. Check out our next episode. We're going to be talking about the weird stuff at CES. So,
all right, everyone. Thanks for watching.